fist in the air and scream black is back. They don't get that.
I go to the Middle East and scream Iraq is back.
Iraq is back. Oh, man. I just want to see a little Middle Eastern man out there. A nice Iraqi. Let me adjust that now. Nice Iraqi out there in the Middle East and just scream that, man. That'd make my day. Because, you know, they're like us now, right? That's what we did. We made them like us. So they're expect probably to see like hot dogs when I go to Iraq next time.
It's funny, too, because, you know, they're always 10, 15 years behind. So I wonder if that Jay-Z shit just hit them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
Iraq is back.
Them niggas is bumping some on fucking Meek Mill right now. Oh, no, not Meek Mill. Chris and Lil Neefy. Excuse me.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Won't stop rocking with the Gunners, man. Shout out to the people that are in here and out there and around here. Shout out to the niggas with shit stains in their underwear, too.
That's brown gear.
That's brown gear. This doesn't remove. That's my brown wear. You see that? That's my skin. I'm in. Well,
see this area right around here? There should be brown hair.
What's going around here, man? What's going around here?
That's for the that's YouTube exclusive right there.
Yeah,
if you watch it on YouTube,
you want to know what that was about? You want to know what that was
Mm-hmm.
about? You better tune in, nigga. Click like and subscribe and tell a friend that it's them again.
Ooh.
Me and my people's about to meet at Ben again's
with a couple women friends.
Woo!
Sipping gin and juice like
shout out to the niggas in the front. Welcome. Welcome. And then welcome again, my little big niggas and niggettes and spaghettis. We out here, man.
Raviolis?
Raviolis?
The darknesses? The whitenesses?
Ooh, what was your favorite Chef Boyardee? That's a good question.
Everybody find your clone with different likenesses?
Oh, man. I mean, was it beefaroni? I think that was my least favorite. The regular beef ravioli when Chef Boyardee was the
You know what I love because I was a WWF fan at the time? The overstuffed beef raviolis with Mankind on the can, okay? Come on now.
The Mankind can. Mankind can. Overstuffed that is a way of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because before you'd always get your like, I think there was some meat inside of that ravioli, but it was all noodle.
It was like, oh God, it was like, yep. There was a squirt. Niggas squirted some, syringe me a dollop of fucking meat in there. What is going on?
And the raviolis, especially the ones in the can, because you just microwave them. Like if you boil them, they all get the same temperature. But the raviolis were comparative to the what were those things? The pizza bites, the pizza.
Oh, pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls, where one side could be frozen and the other side could give you a 3rd-degree burn that for the rest of your life.
And then it's like you like bite it from the other side. It's like, oh, it's fucking cold, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the microwave life, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, niggas, this is watermelon versus pumpkin. Now you niggas know. Watermelon, right? They're right there.
The dub.
And then there's a pumpkin over there. Pow, pow, pow. P niggas.
Naruto running at each other at the same time and just pow.
Listen, it's just a collision.
That's how the universe started.
I'm talking about fruits.
Big Bang.
The Big Bang Theory. When watermelons and pumpkins collide, and now where they land is where we reside. Hello.
Bars.
Welcome, motherfuckers. This is, and will always be, Watermelon vs. Pumpkin. Podcast for your ears, YouTube for your eyes. Woo. Just Bake channel, nigga. Jizzy Just. Busy Bake.
Let them know.
Chanel, nigga. Like these fake Chanels I got on.
With the fake bag.
You know what I mean? With the Gucci, nigga. Slippers. See 'em?
And you know I am his, not your co-host, Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS.
Yes.
Hit up the website, watermelonversuspumpkin.com. That's watermelonvspumpkin.com. Just re-upped it for 2 years. Just paid that bill. So we'll definitely be around for that amount of time minimum. All right?
Minimalistic.
Also, any other deals that you want, click down below wherever you're listening on or wherever you're watching on, and you'll see a whole bunch of links there. Please support us if you feel so inclined. GBI Clothing is the website there for the clothes, for the shoes, for the jackets, for the pillows, for the blankets. I'm not sure we have any of that, but we do have T-shirts.
Perhaps wigs with like attached pastry hats.
Ooh.
You niggas might be ready.
That'd be a beautiful thing. So yeah, GBI Clothing for that. Use code Watermelon, get 10% off. And like I said, all the links are down below. Support system.
And support me get a new pastry hat. Just kidding. We're gonna keep this shit dirty forever, man. That's my new title of my new album. It's gonna be Dirty Forever.
Dirty Forever.
So if you niggas wanna, go get that young pastry, Dirty Forever, get your confectionery and get in line, nigga. We out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't take money. You can pay me with sweets. You know what I mean? Come to my crib with a 6-pack of
Pay me in
cupcakes.
confectionaries.
Yeah, pay me with them confections. Come to my house, nigga. You give me a 6-pack of them muffins. You know what I mean? Them strawberry cheesecake danishes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Shit's 2 weeks old, and you're like, how is it moist? What is in here?
Secrets, nigga. And the real pastry chef never lets out his secrets, nigga. That's what I'm gonna say.
Bars.
All right. So welcome to episode
109?
999 my niggas. 109 Dalmatians. Wait, no.
That would be amazing if the 101 Dalmatian movies were like the Avengers, and eventually you're just like, 109.
109 Dalmatians.
The original Dalmatians start dying because they get that fucking old.
Niggas in the back like, yo they found 8 more? How, Sway? This is 101. What happened?
Does anyone have Disney Plus? Are you out there with it? Man,
That's been a big thing lately. Am I missing out? Because I feel like people are like through the roof about Disney Plus. I
can show it to you because I got the free trial because for Verizon, they give it to you for a year.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. If I had to pay for it, I wouldn't. I'll put it to you like that. It's not bad. There's a ton of good stuff. But
apps that I get all kinds of free movies on and shit.
Yeah.
I can get the same shit. Is there anything like exclusive that you won't probably get anywhere else? I doubt it.
There's some I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but there's some Star Wars TV show that's exclusive to that. I think there's a couple of movies like you know how they redo all their movies nowadays. They redid Lady and the Tramp. That's on there. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah.
Is it a cartoon still?
No. How they're redoing everything live action. Like they did Aladdin.
Yeah.
They did everything.
Lady and the Tramp. Oh shit.
Yep. So that one's on there. It's there's things like that they say just like Netflix has original programming.
I was gonna say that's what they're comparative to. Motherfuckers want that Netflix money.
But you know it's gonna be funny because now they're all coming out with it. It's almost how we were talking. Amazon went full circle to now Amazon's going to start opening up stores.
They got Prime Video too. Amazon, you can go get videos from them.
So that's what's going to happen eventually with these streaming services, where the cable is going to drop off eventually one day. But now everybody is coming out with their own streaming services. So then eventually you're just going to be able to subscribe to all of them for one price, and it's going to be like the same thing how it used to be.
Happy family.
Because now it's going to be like, well, I don't have cable anymore, but I pay $120 a month because I subscribe to Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, everything,
right.
You know.
You get the bundle package.
So it's going to, I'm telling you, it's cyclical, dog.
Man.
It's going to come all the way back around to where it's like, hey, I dropped a $200 bill and now I pay $12 a month for Netflix. Then, Hulu came out, I like that. Then NBC came out, I like that. Then Disney came out, I like that. ESPN Plus, I like that. Then you add them all up again and you're going to be back to paying the same damn price for,
bullshit.
Same old shit.
They gonna get you, man. That's where they get you.
That's where they get you.
You gotta watch these
Listen,
guys,
if you have a friendly black neighbor, he'll tell you. That's how they get you.
They get you. Sometimes I turn into that friendly black neighbor. I do. My lady, who is not black, she probably pulls my card. Like, damn, we're so friendly. Like, damn, girl, you white. Get with me. This is what we do.
Right? Aren't you supposed to be mad?
Aren't you supposed to be the opposite? What is happening here? Damn, nigga, all got the approachable face.
That's amazing.
Straight approachable face. Every time this just won't come up to me, huh? Non-threatening, huh? It's dark-skinned niggas, right? Yeah, they're the ones a little more scary. Is that what it is?
That Wesley fear.
Yeah, is that what it is? My daddy was a scary-ass nigga. I'm trying to tell you, man. I've seen pictures. First time I looked, who that? Oh, that's your dad. Oh, shit, word? God damn, nigga, I thought this was a haunted fucking
Anybody
picture.
check in before he came through the door? Anybody pat him down? The fuck?
Like, damn, I thought this was Halloween time. That wasn't a ghost? Oh, that my dad? Thought that was a spot on the wall, nigga, with eyes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but shout out to him. Rest in peace. They're Jesse Harden. They call me the Harden boy. You know what I mean? They don't really do that, but I thought about that at one point if the nigga raised me.
I'm big into that. They call me because you know what? That'd be a good YouTube video, I bet you, with rappers. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody calls you that. Whatever you say, they call me. The next thing is going to be a lie. Like when you hear a rapper say the word sodium, you know what's coming next. It's the word podium. So whenever you hear someone say, "Yo, they call me," they don't call you that. And that'd probably be an awesome project to work on.
They call me Rose. Who?
No one has ever called you that.
Hey, have you ever called Ricky Ross? Have you ever called Rick Ross Rose?
No.
Because he told me to. if they're saying that, it's because I call him it now. Before he said it, did you say it? You know what I mean? Like, who are they? It probably was one person. That's all it takes. One person called him Rose. Yo, they call me Rose.
Well, he came up with that because he was in a trial for his name because, as you know, he stole his name from fucking
Freeway Ricky.
Yeah,
the
Freeway.
Original hustler of hustlers back in the day.
But it is funny too, to where you think about it, and I'm not sure if he didn't sue both of them, but Freeway Ricky Ross, I don't know if he sued Freeway. You know what I'm saying?
He probably tried. Like, that nigga broke. I can't get nothing from him. Thereby, all he got is his beard. All right, you keep that. You keep that free. You want my beard? It's free. It's free. Who wants my beard? Taking it off, packing it down. Leave him alone. Oh man, he was a very roller coaster person to listen to because it's like when you waited for that rhyme word to come, sometimes it just never did. Like he gonna rhyme it, or maybe he going 2 bars in, maybe 3. 4. Oh no, he never went back to it, y'all. He never went back to it. He's more of a poet in his poetry, you know, when poetry doesn't really rhyme all the time like that. So he could have been on stage. I could have seen him with the fucking rose in his beard. Breaking him down, throw throughout their windows, naked and weeds. Buckets of trees, and I'm shining. Like, what is he talking about?
I give it up to him because you know what? He rhymed when he wanted to.
Right.
That's it.
And people loved it. I cannot. I'm pretty sure I know I recited some of his rhymes from like 1-800-Hustler. I think was a song I really liked back in the day. I definitely was like, here come Free part. I like his part. Oh man, you know, hey, listen, I still was a guy who said I loved cannabis, man, and not that people will admit that these days. I don't think, like motherfuckers don't like admit they liked cannabis. Like I was a cannabis fucking fan, man. Like to me, he was. And you gotta remember, like Eminem came out. I think they were around the same time too.
Yep.
Now it's bubbling, and you know, and that was one of the things. Like lyricists go, you know, the two comparisons. Lyricists, between the two, you got to choose one. Eminem, cannabis, go. You know, and I always ran cannabis.
Motherfuckers love telling people to go.
I always picked cannabis, man. I just really enjoyed how he put it together.
Bars.
You know what I mean? And second round knockout was, if you're gonna go out a legend, I think that's the way to do it. But I mean, he lost the war, but I felt that battle was strong.
Oh yeah.
You know, the Return of the Ripper was still hard to. I mean, yeah. I mean, L is just L. Nigga. I can't fuck. You know, L's my nigga, so I can't really talk bad about the nigga. But when Cannabis came with that second round knockout, man, for y'all don't know, second round knockout, look it up if y'all never heard it. Cannabis, Can I Bus, when at LL Cool J, and it was a hell of a fucking diss song, man. You know, I still memorize it, I think. I listened to it when it first came out. I think I went over that fucking song a million times. You put that shit back. You know what I mean?
I mean, getting Mike Tyson on the track is not no, you know.
Oh, yeah. Kick you in the groin, stick you for your Vanguard Award. Like, he got one of those? I didn't even know. I can't even say Google it, because back then it wasn't no Google
Right?
it. It's like, hold on, let me get the dial up going. Oh, man. That's great, though, man, to see the startup of this shit, man. Like, we were at the beginning of that shit, this whole internet shit, man, and it was like, you know, AOL dial-up. Like, the shit was crazy, man. You waited forever. You had bad fucking, like, service and shit. It was...
Imagine getting kicked off when somebody made a phone call. That shit was the worst.
You done? Yeah, it was like, I mean, most people really went on it for the emails. Like, that was like your main thing to do was your emails.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I know now it's like I dread opening up my email because I'm one of those where I lost the battle of deleting a long time ago, and I try to catch up now, but it's
couple notes, you know?
I got like 3,000 emails. Like every now and then I'll like, if I got some time sitting down somewhere, I'm like, all right, man, let me just delete like 200 real quick.
They didn't
Boom.
shut you down yet?
And then the next day,
like stop. Cause I know what happened to me with my Gmail when I had so much, then I wasn't getting anything anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was because of that and because of my fucking trash. You got to empty the trash out. I didn't empty out the trash, so it made it even fucking lagging even more. I didn't understand what's going on. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I can't get no emails. What's wrong? You got too much shit, nigga, delete. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yep.
Got to make room? I thought that
take
shit
it
was...
out.
Excuse me. Damn. Fuck.
Took it there.
Yep. Hold my nose. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hiccups, niggas. Hiccups. My bad.
But speaking of the internet, Eminem came out of nowhere, dropped an album.
It's the move these days. That seems to be the thing, you know?
And well, even I would go as far as to say I think it's smarter than doing it the other way because you're spending no money promoting.
Yep.
And nowadays everybody is so interested in like, okay, I see it and I want it right now. Right. So when you see it, oh shit, he's got an album coming out in 2 weeks. That might help with a lot of people, but I mean, nowadays it's
the die hard Eminem fan is gonna wait that 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But somebody's like, yo, Eminem's, I don't got nothing against him. He kind of dope. Let me check it out. But I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? But if you give it right now, it's like, all right, I got time. I'll check it out. I think I got the first 2 songs, maybe.
Yeah, I think I made it through 3, and then I skipped to check out a song that I wanted to hear that had Black Thought on it.
Okay, I didn't know he was up there. I know he had one with the kid that died, right? Juice WRLD.
Yeah, I didn't make it to that.
I think Juice WRLD did the hook. At that point, I don't even know if they did a song together. I'm pretty sure he just grabbed the hook from him, paid his people to take his vocals for a hook. You know what I mean? That's what
I don't know.
You know what I mean? That's what it sounded like a little bit, but I got to go back and listen. Like I said, I didn't really dive in. You know whose verse I did hear on one of the first couple songs that, I always did like him, but his shit was pretty dope, was Royce. Royce had said some shit up there that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? I mean, it was like a political kind of like jab or something, but it was, the way he put it out there was pretty dope.
Nice.
God, what the fuck was he talking about? He was talking about reparations and shit like that, and oh man, God, I forgot how he worded it, man. But I was like, it was witty how he did it, and I said, that was clever, there, Royce.
Yeah, Royce has always been nice, man, forever.
I was, I'd pick him in a battle against M. I think he'd take it to his ass, but
Yeah, he's one of those, I'd rather hear him rap than Eminem rap, definitely. Because my whole thing about Eminem and plenty of different rappers that say I wouldn't necessarily listen to is you definitely can't deny the talent, man. He's talented as fuck. He can put words together. It's just, it's like, might not like,
Michael Jordan was the shit. He was the man. Didn't make me a Bulls fan, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still was a Knicks fan, nigga, but I respect him. I appreciate what he does for the culture, man. But,
That's how I feel. I'm like, man, he's so talented, but it's just not necessarily something that I want to hear. You know what I mean? I put it that way.
Right. Some people, like you said, you got that thing, and there's a lot of people that have that too, with like even just pitches of a guy's voice. Like, no, that's like sometimes you don't like a certain singer because like his range is not for me.
Yeah.
Like like me personally, I'm not a big Mariah Carey. Like she hits those ranges that not everybody can hit. So I respect that. But that's just not where my ears all the time want to hear. You know what I mean? It's like those high, that screamy kind of like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They work well with that like Christmas songs. So.
You know what's huge? Like if you ever seen The Voice, you ever seen American Idol? Cracking your voice is somehow like a big good thing that women do, women singers. That shit, it always sounds horrible to me. Like, you know who did that shit a lot with cracking your voice while singing? Keisha Cole. And I was always just like, it sounds like garbage to me, but other people are like, oh my God, do you hear what they're doing? So it's,
And it's funny because I like certain kind of singers too, like those real, I don't know, I guess it's more, what are they, eccentric? I don't know, they do like jazzier with their voices, it could turn notes into scat sounding almost a little bit. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It's like,
get in front of the class and show us. Let us know.
I can't think of somebody offhand. Jazzy, bluesy kind of voices that are soulful at the same time. Like somebody new that'll come out with like that. Somebody young that has a voice that kind of sounds like before the time. Like I really like John Legend because like he's like an amazing, to me, like a crazy crooner. Like if he would have been back in the 50s, he would have been like Sammy Davis who, you know what I mean? He would have been that fucking guy.
Sammy Davis crooner.
You know what I mean? Sammy Davis crooner. But some people don't like his voice because, somebody be like, he's kind of too soft. I don't like, white America loves him, you know what I mean? But I really enjoy the nigga's style.
He's safe. Like where D'Angelo might fuck you up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, remember what you call it? Like, this nigga was a gangster. Was a Tank? Tank was a boss back in the day. Niggas, we had some thug R&B niggas back in the day, man. Yeah. Niggas, Tank and what's the other, Jaheim? Jaheim like he fucked some niggas up, man. Jaheim like he done scrapped on the block, man. You know what I mean? He done put a work out there in the streets. Right. I'm just saying that R&B singers don't be looking like that now,
That's funny.
Or they act like that now, and the rappers more, R&B kind of. I'm gonna wear this leather jacket and lay on the bed with this tiger next to me. Like, is he an R&B singer? No. Oh, he's a hardcore rapper. Oh, okay.
Oh, he talks about killing people. Oh, well, all right.
It's just, it's cool. I like what you're doing. The whole non-image. It's like it's not a violent image, but you're being violent, so it's like very like modern contemporary artsy.
It's not all the way out there. It's kind of
You know, it's refined, condemned, but yet loose and wild.
East yet west.
Oh man, and see how that just came out the wind, bullshitting. But somebody's planting their flag in that statement.
Oh yeah,
and he's like, "Oh my god, he makes so much fucking sense." Oh, he spoke to my soul when he said that.
That really is some dry water. Oh my god, he's so deep.
It's dry water.
Why is the fire so wet?
Why is the sky blue? Why? Why he asks us so many great questions? Like Jadakiss had great questions. If you don't know, go to his song Why. I think he had an answer song. I'm not sure. This is why. Somebody should come with that. That should be a good comeback. Hey Jadakiss, I know you made this song about 10 years ago, but this is why. And have an answer for every fucking why he had. I might just do that. I don't know, Jada. This is for you, baby.
That'd be amazing.
This is why, Jada. Problem solved, nigga.
Call it problem solved.
Nah, that wasn't a good one. I'll work on it.
Yo, so the Super Bowl is all lined up.
Super Bowl's lined and rhined, nigga. We have 2 teams out of 4 that were left. So we got my man Patrick Mahomes, boy, as my man Shannon Sharp calls him, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs from Kansas City, Missouri, will be in the bowl versus the motherfucking San Francisco 49ers, the Gold Rush, the gay capital USA, which is okay anyway. But that is where the San Francisco 49ers are, and they are coming to play in the Super Bowl. They're back to their greatness realm, how they once were. Early 90s.
Joe
80s,
Montana, Steve Young,
Joe Montana.
double helmet.
They don't have a Joe Montana. Like they have Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G. And they won that game. You know what's crazy? I didn't watch that game, but I watched
Who did San Fran beat to get to
the Green Bay Packers.
GBP.
They beat Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers. And then what I was going to say, the way they beat him was their running back ran for 226 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Hello.
Yeah, and the score was 37-20, and the quarterback. You say 37-20, wait, 4 touchdowns, okay, but that was all running though. The quarterback must have shined too. The nigga went 6 for 8. The nigga had 8 passes the whole fucking game, bro. 8 passes. Now, at that point, you can't really blame him because that's what was dialed up.
Yeah.
That was the play call. But then when they asked the coach, like, "Hey, your quarterback, 8 passes, huh?" What? He's like, "Yeah," and the coach is just simple, straight to the point. He goes, "Yeah, we were running the ball and it was working, so we kept doing it." It was like, this
That's
nigga's
amazing.
a genius, man. It's like, yeah, we were, it was working, so
Yeah.
we kept doing it. And it was like every time the guy got the ball, like it was like almost 10 yards average per carry.
Whoa.
That's insane.
You're going to have to keep doing it.
You gotta you're getting a first down every time the guy gets the ball, bro. It's like
Change the game plan completely.
Right. So you guys, wide
You
receivers.
know what? We're getting first downs, but we're not passing to get them. We're running
The
to
wide
get
receivers
them.
are getting restless. No, what's funny is the wide receivers had a good way about it, I guess, in the locker room. Them having fun about it, knowing that they didn't get shit thrown to them all day.
Yeah.
But what they were building on in the locker room, they said, "Yo, did you see my block though? Did you see how I opened up 4-5? I put, you know what I mean? Pancake, nigga."
I knew the play was going to be over there, so what do? Streak the other direction. So now I pull a man off. I pull a man
I
off.
pulled the fastest man away from the pile, B. That's what I did today. But that's their glory, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my big brother Jason. He's my middle brother. Not oldest, second oldest, third oldest. I'm the baby, so he's the one right before me.
Young.
Mama Jay, brother Jay. He's a big Niner fan, so shout out to him. Even though I'm gonna have to say, Jay, you niggas probably gonna lose, but that's just me talking my shit because it's brotherly shit, nigga. It ain't my team.
They know, man. Anything can happen in that game because it's one game. That's it.
It is.
It's not no best 3 out of 5. It's not. Oof.
Yeah. And so San Fran mopped the floor with Aaron Rodgers, and he's all done. In the other game,
You mean done as in retired?
he probably should, but he won't.
Yeah.
He's
You don't
still,
have
but
to
he's not.
anymore.
Well, he's not. I don't think he should actually. He's not that old.
QBs don't get touched, man. They don't have to retire
They
anymore.
don't, yeah, and I mean, him looking at Tom Brady, he probably want to try to stick around to 40, but I think he's 36, which is old in quarterback years or football years.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's still 36. He got something left. If he can still play, he can play, But I
All
think
the players play.
Right.
I believe that's what Outkast said.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Outkast. I just shout out people that don't, probably won't listen. But I'm going to shout them niggas out. So that game, the game that Kansas City won, they stopped the battering ram, man.
That's what I heard.
The Titans, yeah. The guy had 69 yards. 3 straight games of 180 yards plus on the ground. Came to a stop.
Damn.
They were I was watching that game, and they were, getting to the ball heavy.
Yeah.
They was like, no. Niggas flew. Everybody was submarining those legs. Boom, hitting them legs up top. Those gang tackle every time he got the ball. So
that's one of the tough things. That's comparable to back in the day, Hack-a-Shack, when they were like, so they throw the ball to Shaq, Shaq dunks it. Well, we just got to start doing dumb shit now.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. They know the Titans are, hey, big dog's going to run.
Right. And
let's tackle him. And it doesn't always work as well, but.
Right. Let's shoot for that. Take the kneecaps, man. Cap them. Not Kaepernick, but cap them. Same thing. Knees.
And then with the knee, and then he kneeled because he can't kneel.
They're not ready. They're not ready for that gem. But.
Yo, what if Colin Kaepernick didn't have a kneecap? Would he still kneel?
Would it be a stub? Yo, he took a stub and then asked him. He stubbed it on the national anthem.
What if he never kneeled, but he just hovered lightly?
Like,
would you still want to fight me?
What if he did, right? What if it wasn't a knee?
What if it was a lunge?
Right, or it was just something ridiculous. What if they get twirled around in a circle and put his hands around and said, I wish I was home? I wish I was home. Would you be mad at the nigga, or you'd be like, there's something wrong here?
What if Colin Kaepernick was twerking during the national anthem versus kneeling?
Would everybody still be upset? It's a good question, nigga. You niggas still gonna be mad if the twerk master come out of Cap. You know what I mean? Twerk cast a Cap.
What if Cap just dropped down and got his eagle on instead of kneeling?
What if he jumped on stage and Tootsie Roll for you niggas 2 times? Would you like that?
What if Cap did the butterfly instead of kneeling? What would happen?
Oh man, they probably love him. But that game they got shut down. But see what it was too was Kansas City, man. My boy Patrick, my homeboy, was playing out of his mind. I think he had 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns, 300 yards or something like that.
Hey yo,
yeah, he was bussing. They went down 10-0 in that game. So now you look at it oh, the Titans gonna do it to them. But see, the Titans failed to realize that these guys were just down the week before that. They were down 24-0 and fucking ran off 28 straight points in one quarter.
Yeah.
Yo, they were down 24-0 and scored 28 straight points in the second quarter. It went into halftime up 20. So this is not the team that's going to worry about being down.
Exactly.
So they were down and niggas came back, and by the time halftime hit, I think it was 24-10.
Sometimes they the most vicious on their back.
Or 24-17, something like that. But then what it is what I'm saying is at some point that running shit, it's not going to work anymore because they had to run away from it because if you're not scoring every time you punt that ball, they're coming and scoring because they're just they got the talent, they got speed guys, they're lighting up the field. He's the guy Mahomes throws jump I've never seen a quarterback like him, man. You really got to watch some of the footage when he'll jump in the air and contort his body a certain way as he throws it, and he throws a laser. As soon as it came out.
As long as you knew.
Yes, he threw a laser. The guy is just fucking tight spirals, man, and he throws awkward no-look passes and shit,
That's what I love, and that's what I'd love more of in football is a no-look pass.
Yeah.
Listen, anytime in any sport there's a spin move or a no-look pass, sign me up.
You got me. One of the niggas jumped over the pile yesterday and was foot in the air.
That hurdle?
Yeah, the nigga, but he came with the foot where you could look. It was funny because when you look at it, he jumped and then the guy was in front of him and slightly, I think he tried to pull back, but he went for the kick.
Oh.
The guy, and he went for the kick because of where he was at, and he was kind of and he jerked it and it came down awkwardly, and he got, he's I'm probably gonna get a fine.
Yeah, he realized in mid kick, I'm about to kick someone in the face.
I'm about to kick this thing.
There are a couple of those videos on YouTube, though, the compilation videos of somebody goes for a hurdle and just straight up boots someone in the eye. It's
you're gonna get that every time. Nigga.
It's exciting.
Well, I mean, shit. So that's going down.
Mm-hmm. And I heard the 49. I'm sorry. Yeah. What date is it?
February.
Alexa,
5th.
when's the Super Bowl this year?
It's February 5th.
Super Bowl 54 between the 49ers and Chiefs kicks off next Sunday evening at 6:30 p.m.
No,
the game will be shown on
That's
Fox.
wrong. Alexa's wrong. You're wrong, Alexa.
Damn, he called you wrong.
Nah, because next week is the Pro Bowl. It's the week after.
Tripping.
Well, maybe she's saying it as next week, not this weekend, but the week after. Maybe that's what the bitch is saying. This weekend's the Pro Bowl. Following week will be
sometimes known as next weekend.
This weekend, next weekend. Did she say next weekend?
I think so.
Okay, I thought she said next week.
She might have said
Next week is still the same thing. Alexa's just smarter than me. That's why she got the job she got.
Bars. But either way, the Super Bowl's coming
2
up.
weeks. In 2 weeks. 2 weekends. It's gonna be the Super Bowl.
2 weekends.
2 weekends. It's gonna be the Super Bowl in Miami. So it's gonna be
welcome to Miami.
It's gonna be a beautiful temperatured.
Now, did they get Pitbull for the halftime? I mean, and I just thought of that as a joke, but now you know what? He's coming out. There's no doubt. Him and J-Lo have something together?
J-Lo,
Come on.
Shakira. I'm pretty sure he's got a collab somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it's in the contract somewhere that Pitbull has to show for this.
He's like, anything that comes through Miami that's like a fucking a toll you got to pay. You get Pitbull involved. Any kind of entertainment that comes through, they're going to do this big live show in Miami. You know who you got to call?
Who you going to call?
Yeah, throw him
That's Pitbull.
Pitbull, we got a gig. It's coming in. Darling.
That's it.
You know, and he's good to go, man. There are middle-aged, older suburban white women who love him too, because like, oh my God, he's so dapper.
He makes fun songs.
He's so spicy. Stay worried. They're like that. So spicy. Every Latino's spicy, and I don't know if they should be offended by that. I don't know if they're making fun of their cooking or.
You never know.
What are you saying? Because they eat so many spicy foods that they're technically spicy?
Have I become spicy? Is it all this adobo?
Right. So all my curry boys out there is them niggas that y'all eat curry. They come out of your pores. That's why they do.
That's why you stank.
Listen, I don't mean to sound funny, but the first time
I looked into your eyes, I cried.
I did. When I looked into the eye of a jar of cumin, I smelled that motherfucker's like, oh, that's the guys that I know when I'm trying to figure out a certain stench that, you know, being a foreigner and being a certain way, you don't know these things. Some foreigners to
different
us,
spices, different smells.
Right. Different smokes
Wafts.
for different folks. So it was like a smell, and I was like, it's a distinct smell, you know? And then when I smelled cumin one day, I said, that's it. I fucking it was a mix of must and cumin, and they meet on a plane somewhere, and they take a flight together.
Oh, shit. They start a life.
They start a life together in this nigga's fucking DNA. So it's crazy. That's why I don't that spice doesn't really, not one I love too much. Like curry, like the curry they use. It's just a certain flavor that doesn't sit well with my palate.
I like the red curry. I've had that, but the normal one has always been a little bit odd.
But I like the ones that the Jamaicans use.
Yeah,
that's a different kind of curry. But I don't know about the one there's a green one, isn't there?
Yep, a green curry as well.
Green curry. That one always visually looks crazy to me.
I'd like to say the worst joke in the world. There's also Steph. Listen, I'm not a dad. I'm never going to be a dad, but I just made the worst dad joke of all time. There's also Steph Curry.
Steph. Ooh. Well, that's what my lady calls me. That's her nickname for me. Do. I come with them all the time. What you? Do. I say, they come out, honey. They have to.
Hit the symbols on. Exactly. That's the best. They have to. They have to be there.
They have you can't expect me to hold shit in like that. Like they have to release and. But, you know, love her because she loves me for it. So, you know, it's not the whole, oh, God, you're a pig. I don't have that for a woman. She enjoys it, you know. She enjoys the kind of humor I got. That's why I'm with the one I'm with. It's cool. I learned, niggas. All right, different show. That's a different show.
True. Yeah, like we were saying, different ethnicities, different stanks, different. But there's also stuff that I'm always interested in trying. Like when I go to the Asian spot up the street for kimchi, because they got the good kimchi up there. And dude, there's stuff you walk in there like black duck eggs, like in a package, ready to eat, and you're like, I want to try it on camera, only because it's like it looks nuts, and you're like, this is for human consumption. What the fuck?
We might
Then
have to do
all
an
like
Asian around the world
just
on the
the
show.
straight up frozen squid. Just yeah, man, you want frozen squid? It's the whole fucking squid. It's just like it's
See, I'm down to do
amazing.
some taste testing on some foreign shit, but you can leave me out of squid. But I
but
might try
squid's banging.
that. I can't do it. I just never the texture. I'm a texture guy, so I'm just.
Oh, you
something
need
about-
it fried. That's the thing. That might sound a little bit worse than it came out, but I mean, for me, every time I've had it, it's been fried and it's good.
Well, see, and that's
I
the
didn't
thing.
mean you
Like,
need
no.
it fried because watermelon versus pumpkin. I just mean
No, we do need it fried at all times. One of my favorite spots in the hill is Kevin Seafood, and you know, brother over there to throw down his, and all he do is fry everything. You
Yep.
know, so I mean, it's okay, niggas. If it's true, it's cool. But nah, it's just that I've had calamari is that right?
yeah.
Yeah, and I've had that before, and every time I say it to myself, and I've had it, and when the people say this is delicious, this is the spot to make it just right, and I get it, and I go, it's still not. I don't know, and I mean, I get textures that people are like, well, how do you like scallops? But it's a different thing, though. I don't know, but that one is just more rubbery. I feel like rubber band type shit. Like, I'm just
T.I.,
going-
Rubber Band Man.
Rubber band man. I'm just going. I'm chewing. I'm gonna swallow it now, pelican. Yeah, down the gullet it goes.
Hey, different people like different things, guy.
Just listen. I tried seaweed and I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. You know, my coworkers, shout out to Teague, and she used to love that shit. Mike, this shit is blazing. She'd come in with a bag every day and just fucking start snarfing them down. Like, yo,
I've had different kinds that I like and different kinds that I haven't. They're cooked all different ways. Like, you know, the seaweed chips, certain flavors I like, certain flavors I don't. It's
shit. I've had kale chips. Those are pretty
kale
good.
chips are all right.
I like those.
Kale will make you poop.
Kale is that yeah?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that
kale's one
yeah.
of those. It's like a really good digestive where, like, you know, it grabs things on the way down. You know what I'm saying? It starts clearing out the. Exactly.
It's like, damn, I remember eating that. Yo, I ate that corn last week, yo. That shit was still stuck in the
Right.
go.
No, that'd be fun to do a couple of taste tests from
Yeah.
the
Some
Asian
different-
market.
I got
from-
there's a couple spots in the right downtown. They got some Asian markets right down there. They even got some of the Arabic places. I know a couple Arabic places where they got the halal kind of shit.
Yeah.
I got a spot I go to in the morning where I get my breakfast sandwich. When they got a lot of where I can get involved with. I should really do this because it's all Greek shit. That's my other
Greek
half,
freak.
y'all. So you know what I mean. I got the Greek shit popping. Bring it in, shit I can't pronounce, but you know, I'm like I don't know how to say it. But those something like that.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, but I'm down for that. You know, good taste and so you know, I'm gonna have somebody on the Super Bowl. You know, Super Bowl's going down, and it's gonna be great. And you niggas should be there.
One day I'd like to go.
That'd be awesome, man. I mean, shit, you gotta have. I mean, nosebleed is probably run you $600 for one ticket. You know,
Oh man, they're more like $3,000.
just for a nosebleed just to be there, huh? Phew. So everybody that goes to the fucking Super Bowl's got money, huh?
Or you know, or it's just a saved up
People
thing of like, man, if
saved
you
up.
drop, you know, a G or two on the
Right.
drop a fucking G or two.
Like you got to get it together and get it out there so the people can storm the weather.
Because no matter the weather.
No matter the weather, hey.
So let's check it out. It's called the Super Bowl on StubHub. See what they got tickets
Ooh,
going
good
for.
one. Yeah, StubHubby. That's where I fuck with my tickets at because niggas be trying to get in flip.
So StubHub loading right now for the Super Bowl. How low do you think is the lowest? How
All right, I'm going to give my estimate. The cheapest price for a Super Bowl ticket this year, $1,625. $1,625. Nowhere close.
oh my.
Nowhere close.
That's the space that they give us in between. That's the lowest. That's the highest. So the lowest
$4,000.
is
Okay.
$4,501 for a ticket. Holy shit!
Yeah, at that point, if I'm gonna, it's better be my fucking.
So this is the cheapest on the site right now. Upper corner, and this is one ticket, not even two. One ticket. Upper corner, $350. Row 22, $4,539. And $350 is up in the, you're up.
That's crazy.
You get on camera when they point the camera up at the firework that exploded, and then you're next
You
to
see
that.
that silhouette? Fucking that spike hair silhouette? That was me, nigga. I was there. Just to say you're there, I guess. But I mean, if you're gonna go all out, man, that's like you gotta have money, man. I'm just saying that you're saving up because you're not talking about just going there. Now you're talking about, you're spending, you're tailgating, and 10, 15, 20 grand later. I would think the only people that are doing that are people that got it like that.
50-yard line, cheapest for row 16, $12,671.
What's the most expensive? They got one of those?
Let's see.
Jesus.
Most expensive, $17,500.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So if I took my wife, just 35 grand, that ain't nothing wrong with that. 35 for me and the missus. Let us throw.
Holy shit! The 72 Club, all inclusive, $27,900.
Oof.
That's like down on the field.
You're hanging with A-list celebrities, right?
Yeah.
You're paying that much. You're in there with fucking. There's names in there at that point.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what am I doing here? They're gonna be looking at you all day, like, who does he know? That nigga sell drugs. Like, how you get here? Like, you gotta be a drug dealer. What the fuck?
How you do that,
How you do that, daddy? But nah, it's it was funny that Kansas City Chiefs, their first time in the Super Bowl since 50 years ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, 1970 was the last time they were in the Super Bowl, man. 50 years later, here they are. They made it. Can you imagine? So what I do is I always think about like somebody from Kansas City that's been a 50-year-old man right now.
Yep.
And been a fan since a kid. Is never like, you know what I mean? Like, oh God.
Finally, it has happened to me right
see-
in front.
This is why you see us Philly fans, when that shit happened, they had all kinds of stories that came out. Fucking 80-year-old guy, like, I waited my whole life.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Like, the niggas is like 70, 80 years old and been an Eagles fan since they were a fucking franchise.
Yeah.
And never seen a Super Bowl. And it's like, I finally made it. I can die now.
That's tough, man.
To be so much support into something so much. You're like,
Yeah.
I want these guys to win just so I can fucking talk shit. Because at the end of the day, every fanatic, all you really want to do is talk shit to other fanatics. That's all the fuck this shit is. You know what I mean? Like, you root for the guy, like, who do you like? Well, I like these guys. You guys suck. Like, and it like niggas fight in stadiums. I love watching the football fights in stadiums.
Yo, people
man.
have died over this shit. It's weird. Like, it's some gang shit.
It is. I'm a diehard fan, just like anybody else, but to a certain level. There's levels to this shit. Sorry,
Yeah.
microphone. Got excited, but there's levels to this. How far you take your fucking fandom, man. Cut it out. Nigga.
It doesn't need to be like that.
Right. Good God.
I know people getting in fights in the parking lots and shit when it's like, hey.
Man, but that's the guy you could tell if his house is consumed by that.
Yeah.
Like if you go to his house and his wife is kind of like, oh, we got 49ers everywhere, coasters, fucking 49er slip cover for the couch, 49er.
Want to see the Joe Montana cameo that I got?
It's like you go in there, it's the fucking 1989 Super Bowl team picture as a fucking shower curtain. You're like, oh, this is nice.
I got the mini helmet that popped off of.
Right? No, the mini helmet's the fucking shower head. Like, oh, you got a San Francisco 49er bathroom. Wow.
Remember
that's
back
nice.
in the day when you would go to what was it, Carvel or something, and you could put the ice cream in the helmet?
Oh yes!
Wow!
Holy shit! Yes, the helmet, and then they had the baseball cap. You know what I mean? The Yankee joint.
For real.
Red Sox, nigga. Carvel's was my shit. That was my growing up in Bridgeport, man. That was our ice cream spot. Carvel's and Michelizzi's when you want a good Italian ice, but Carvel's was close to our house, and that's where I fell in love with the cookie crunch in the middle, man. That's where it happened, man. That's where my life changed, man, for the ice cream ways. And I'm more of a vanilla person, so I used to want to can I just?
You're also known as a race trader, I believe.
Straight out. I'm not anti-chocolate. Don't get me wrong. I just prefer vanilla, and that sounds really bad because then they're gonna see my woman and be like, "Yeah, we know." Shh, you just hate your own people, don't you? No, I love all you niggas. I love everybody
On an individual level.
Individually, man. I will fucking hug and dry hump everybody.
That is funny though. To like, I would say my life changed on the day that I tried ice cream cake for the first time.
It
When
was
you were
like-
just like, whoa,
Right? It's like
that was different.
I mean, we just blew candles out in it. Like this is the cake,
Exactly.
right? Like me being a summer baby, that was my flow. You know,
Yep.
my jealous ass February brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, nigga. That's all right. You get hot cocoa, you be all right. I had outdoor shit. You know, people came outside. We had ice cream cake, man. Hot dogs on the grill. Like, listen, man, this summer shit's all right, nigga. When it came to birthdays for a kid, we was chilling. And
That's
then eating
funny.
and chilling, you know what I'm saying? But I remember there's thing was like wasn't the whale. I remember
yeah.
wanting that fucking whale cake. Never got it because it was always I think the more expensive one.
Oh, I think it was like that's
Yeah,
the A
specialty.
cake.
It's like, how about the little square? We get a little square for your birthday. Come on, kid. It's just us. It's fucking 4 of us in the house. We don't need a big ass whale cake.
Yeah, get that mini round.
Yeah, right. I was like, I want the whale cake, mommy. But they did have the good flying saucer joints.
Yeah.
Those are those are the ones. Shit, I might get ice cream on the way home, nigga. I'm just saying. Carvel up the block is open 24/7. In case you want to know that. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good one. Oh, shout out to the Conor McGregor fight. I did not see this fight. Speaking in sports, there, UFC. Was he the champ? See, I don't even know the whole
No, there was no
backdrop
belt.
of their story.
He
between
had
them.
lost his last 2 fights.
He
I
has
think
a
both
full-
of them
Did he
actually.
not fight in a year or something like that?
Yeah, because
Okay.
or 6 months, something like that.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, for as famous as he's been, his last 2 things were Floyd Mayweather and then Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Right.
Those are the last 2 things that he did, and so that's a long fucking time to only do those 2 things.
Right, a big stretch, and then all that stretch means is they know you for losing the last 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
And then
what
you
you're
got
known
the
for.
ring rust of not really being in the UFC for that
Right.
long. Like,
He looked in great shape though.
oh man, he showed no ring rust. Like usually people have like, man, you've been off for too long, so come back in. But dude, he came back.
Not one fucking roll on that nigga. It's
He
like,
came
yo,
back on some like, let me remind you who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Step in his ring on my 2% body fat, nigga. What you saying?
Yeah.
Came in direct shock, and then I guess I didn't watch the match. Did you watch it live? Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, you can get the breakdown of how I seen a clip of it, but I mean, I can imagine you went and poured a cup of soda, like, it's all done.
That was it, man. It was just one of those like, oh, that was like a real life fight instead of a, you know.
a staged fucking
Yep.
choreographed setup. Not choreographed, but you know what I mean. Staged arena style. Like, no, these niggas scrapped it out for 40 seconds, like it's at a real fight. A
Yep.
nigga will get less than a minute to win it. You know what I mean? So what was the move? He started off with
He started off with the big old straight left and missed. Dude ducked because you could tell he was just back in it like, yo, let's go.
Right.
And then dude ducked. They got in a clinch. Conor came with like 4 unanswered shoulders to the fucking nose. That's where they're saying he broke his nose on one of those. Just a strong like. Because Conor's shorter than the other guy, so it's really just like a leg raise,
Right.
maybe even a jump
He's
of
like,
just
the arms are
ba-boom.
kind of locked together. He's locked
Yep.
in, so he's like, well, I have something I can use here. Lunge, pop, lunge, pop.
And then I think the other dude, Cowboy, I think he just probably never got hit like that because he looked confused of like, all right, well, he only did that once. Poof. All right, well, he only did that twice. Poof. Oh, well, my nose is broke, but
He's like,
boom, he got
"Bro,
hit like,
is that legal? At some point, he's probably like, what the fuck?
yep.
And then that's when he got dazed, and he just kind of went.
Because
ham
that's
and finished him.
from what they said is that they think he broke his nose on like the 3rd, shoulder shot. So I'm sure after that they kind of backed up, and then Conor just went to work. Cowboy tried to hit Conor with a head kick because that's what he's famous for, having the most head kick knockouts.
Okay.
But Conor said, he's like, yeah, I mean, I've been reviewing tape on him the whole time. Of course, I know that's what he wants to do to me. What's
Right.
the big, holy shit, Cowboy knocked out Conor with a head kick. Now,
That's his
so
move. That's his
Conor
patent
saw
move.
it coming, blocked it, gave his own head kick. You know, dude.
Dazed them up, stunned them.
Exactly. Dazed them. Dazed them and glazed them. A couple punches later, you know, the ref's doing that.
Wait, he's done.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. I didn't.
So us talking about it was longer than the actual fight.
That's crazy. I know somebody was saying, I don't know. I mean, if you saw it, you saw it. But when somebody was saying how they described it was that when it was like, all right, ding, go ahead, fight, and he said Conor just fucking beelined.
Yeah.
And they said that the dude, I guess, Cowboy was kind of, he said even his face was like, oh, you know, kind of like he didn't expect him to kind of fucking.
Okay,
we're going right now. It's like, we're not going to do the whole, like, you know, dramatic.
We're not going to touch gloves. We're not going to.
Right. You know, the dramatic walk around, size somebody up, throw a shot, you know, shoot. Oh, he missed. Okay, get back up. All right. You know, this thing, Conor just came out like, fucking IRA, nigga, just.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean? Just came in his spot like Swenya. So Conor, there was no belt on the line or nothing, right? No. All right.
No.
Neither one of the niggas had a belt, so it was just a fight because it was Conor, and the nigga brings it out. You know, it's funny. I looked at some footage of the one with him and Mayweather because they were like rehashing, you know, talking about his shit, and I forgot that they came out with like like little racial jabs at each other. Like, you know how Conor came out with the fucking listening to he came out to Biggie Smalls and shit, doing his pretending this and that. And fucking Mayweather came out to his regular hip hop, but with the fucking Irish flag draped. Yep. Like, you know, prancing around like, what the fuck is going on? You niggas.
Well, that was as soon as Conor won the fight. That's Floyd. He posted a picture of like, you know, Mayweather McGregor part 2. You know, trying to be like, yo, let me hop on this because now that Conor's, you know. That's all it takes is one win.
And you know Mayweather.
Back on top.
You know Mayweather's itching back for the light because that's what he loves. You know what I mean?
You know, if 50 Cent's to be believed when dissing him, they say he makes his money, spends it, makes it and spends it. So he needs another bag.
I gotta get some more. I gotta get another bag somewhere. He walkthroughs and shit is only gonna get him so much. That's not the bag he's used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think he's so scared of tarnishing his perfect season that he wouldn't want to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, what his perfect record, his perfect career record, never lost a fight. I think he'd be too nervous to jeopardize that. You know what I mean? Because somebody's gonna be like, "You ain't
got nothing to jeopardize but your life."
Nothing but your life, nigga. As pineapples, pineapples might be worth more than your life, nigga. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, people would pay to see that shit. I'm pretty sure. I would say no, but then it's like, yeah, people would though. I think
next time they're talking about if they do a rematch about doing it in the fucking football stadium and all that type of shit, man. They can garner that attention, dude.
I like they should do okay, nigga, stop texting. I like the whole approach of like, yo, they should set that shit up in a desolate parking lot, nigga. Just let them niggas just bang out next to tires and just have an audience watching through us on pay-per-view.
False count anywhere, Doug.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Just have your niggas in your corner or in the side of the parking lot. You know what I mean? In slot 2B, niggas can stand there and they bang out, man, and let everybody at home get to be the audience and not actually be there. But that wouldn't be enough money because you got to fill seats.
And you got to remember how much they must lose from streaming, from illegal streaming. Like, it's crazy. Like, back in the day, if you wanted to watch a Mike Tyson fight, you actually had to buy it and watch it or pool up with other people and go to one. Yo, we'll give everybody $5 and then we'll do it. You know, we got 10 of us. Cool. We could pay for it like that. Shit, man. It's a different day nowadays where, like,
it is.
If you do something like that, it just 90% of it will be fucking bootlegged, you know?
Yeah, there are niggas that are sneaking in to take these pictures, nigga.
Yeah. That's why they make it exclusive like that. Even with musicians nowadays, you're not selling a CD, you're selling a T-shirt, you know? And now it's like you got to have something serious to go and have that experience of like, you're not going to go watch no rapper stand there and just hold his dick and walk back and forth. You're like, I'm not paying $35 for that, you know? So they got to make everything bigger and they got to make it an experience, you know?
Right.
And a spectacle that like, oh shit, you got to be there live,
right?
You know?
Yeah, to pull people in because it's the bigger wow factor now. It's like it becomes, I think, almost becomes a lot more harder to get the wow factor because it's everything's overload and people are getting information at such a rate that they lose the sense of wow. So you know what I mean. So you got to create something different in person and be like, yeah, you got to be there, man. I mean, yeah, you can see the film and it's cool, man. But when you see the shit in person, man, how fast it really is, how high they jump or whatever, you know. how ill of a show he puts on, man, you got to see it in person one time, you know.
Truth.
It's for the nostalgia lovers. Stylistics, nigga.
Yeah, I saw Ice Cube is playing at the casino. That
Is
was
he really?
interesting. Yeah, it was just like names that you don't even think about touring.
That's crazy. Like, yo, Ice Cube is not like doing movies right now. He's touring. Like, the nigga's just like, what I'm gonna do? I gotta set up a tour. You know what I mean? Like, he has that kind of time on his hands where he don't need to do the shit, but he's like, you know, I kind of feel like doing it. So he calls his people and he sets up a fucking tour. He gets a tour bus going. He gets acts and go, all right. I don't think it's that hard for him to find. You know what I mean? It's like, if anything, it's people are gonna be like, yo, Cube's going to yo, hit him up, man. Just we could be on a tour. So we could be on a tour.
Yep.
Or he's gonna pick what we want and just throw in the bag. All right, yo, I want young Thug, so I can get that crowd involved. He's gonna get like a Kendrick Lamar or something. You get the West Coast nigga involved and shit. Uncle Snoop with the hairline. You know what I mean? Get that nigga in his hairline involved. You know what I'm saying?
Thing is running away fast. Hey man, look, speaking from experience, when it goes quick.
Right. Look, Snoop smoked his scalp off, nigga. Fuck what you heard. Every puff burnt the follicle, nigga.
Secondhand scalp.
Secondhand scalp, nigga. You think that nigga Snoop put a fucking forest fire on that bitch, nigga?
Snoop is trying to show unity with the Amazon rainforest. Like, nah, if you losing it, I'm losing it too.
Oh,
Fuck
listen,
that
they
shit.
get part of the plan, part of the plan, part of the plan, part of the plan. What the fuck? Don't call me no tree hugger blood. Shout out to the follicleists, man. I'm with your niggas, man. My shit is fluffy and going, but when somebody asked me one day, it's like, yo, why? But why though? I said, nigga, because you know I'm about to be 40 soon, and why not, nigga? like it's growing, man. I'm gonna let this shit grow until it tells me otherwise. I'm doing so. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let my hair dictate how it wants to put my life out there. You know what I'm saying? My hair dictates my decisions.
That's a beautiful statement.
Oh man, which for some people it does. You know, somebody needs to help dictate the life of Antonio Brown. For y'all don't know,
Oh man,
that fucking guy, man, is drugs or I don't know what the fuck he's going on. They say CTE is one of the things, which
they say it's one of the things that could be or is. They believe.
People are just put it out there because you know he's an athlete. Had he not been an athlete, he'd have just been another ignorant motherfucker around the way. Which to me is like he's just acting ignorant. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You want to give him a name, you want to give him a title or something, say it's because of that. But you go back in the history of Antonio Brown and all the shit he's done. Is it from football or is it just how he is? You know what I mean? It's just probably just how the motherfucker is, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like Terrell Owens used to act up with certain things. It's like maybe it's because he took too many hits and that's why he wants to like celebrate with the cheerleaders pom-poms and eat popcorn on the field and pull a pen out of his sock. Like, no.
He's trying to create moments.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to remember that shit forever. That's going to be shit that is going to be showed. And, like, he got to know that. Like, when he says, I'm about to do this shit, and this shit's going to be, like, filmed. Like, it's going to be always brought up forever. You know what I mean?
Oh,
the
yeah.
footage of that shit.
Alexa, stop.
Crazy hoe. You know, so it's going to be a big thing. But Antonio Brown, his last rant, you know, before I run away from it too far, he was at his home, a big mansion he's got in Hollywood. And his kid's mother, who she's been a lot in his social media, you know, in the background or whatever shit. She came there with the kids to get clothes to bring them to school or something like that.
Yeah.
And he called the cops on her because she was trying to take the car to bring, you know what I mean? So he's like, this bitch stealing my car, dirty ass, fish face. And he was like, and he goes live with this shit, Instagram live. And he's calling the cops, oh, you crackers this and cracker that. And he's like, you know, calling her all kinds of names in front of his kids, man. Like, you got your 3 little kids. These are tiny, like, these kids are like 4, 5, and 7, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're little kids. And you're disrespecting their mother, you know what I mean? And you can see they're kind of like nervous. They're just kind of hanging around mom and the cops. The cops are here. I'm over here with mommy, and daddy's over there in front of the house, fucking just yelling shit and calling names. And, you know what I mean? It's like, I know somebody saying, there's something wrong with him. You see him go, when he goes, you fucking crackhead, fuck you, bitch. What up, Tuda? Yeah, I love you too. Daddy love you. I know. You motherfucker cracker bitch. Like, not even missing a breath. Like, there's something wrong there, man. That you can just do that level of, don't worry, daddy. Because when you're that hot, now I would expect more of a, you're that hot. Yo, spoiler, stop, daddy. No, not right now. Yo, and then continue. So that's more kind of suiting.
There's a quick switch.
Right.
Yeah.
He's feeling that way. So, like, his son interrupting him would be a part of you're getting the waves right now, son. Don't get the wrath. I love you, but step to the fucking side. No, his shit was like, motherfucker, crackhead, bitch ass niggas there. What up, Buddha? I know. Daddy love you, okay? All right. You bitch ass, cracker ass, fish head, stick ass bitch. You ain't got no Bentley. Fuck you talk about, nigga. Like, he got real stupid. Like, because now you're not in the NFL, you don't have that. You don't have to have that certain, image that you kind of have to uphold when you're, it's not for nothing, you're a celebrity, man. You're a superstar.
The only thing that I didn't know is, did she come to the house in the car that he said she was trying to steal?
That's unknown. She probably did. They didn't really get her side what it was saying. He was just saying, because he said she's saying you gave it to her as a gift. Was that a gift? Was it a gift? He's like, I bitch don't own no fucking Bentley. He never really said no.
Yeah.
I kept asking him. And he's like, you're not fucking helping me, sir, to arrest that bitch right now. Now you want him to arrest your kid's mother in front of your kids. You know what I mean? That bitch is stealing. You're not helping me. What?
But that was the thing where I think he overreacted so much where I believe he could have just been like, sir, my name is on the title of that car. I own that car. That's my car. Let's begin and end with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel that's all you need to do. Instead, he didn't want
to show it. And then you could tell, and that's when when it got further into it, when the cop, when he's still bitching, he's going back and forth. They're trying to figure it out. The cop's like calling, he's probably trying to get it, because at that point, you got to remember, these guys are the police, but there's a different realm when you're police in like a Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like these are fucking rich millionaires.
Yeah.
That these guys actually had to be probably more careful of how they handle things because of fucking lawyers and lawsuits and crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of delicate. Like, let me call my boss. This is what's going on. It's Antonio Brown, the NFL player. You know what I mean? Yep. It's like he has to give that superstardom. He's fucking filming right now. He's in my face with the camera. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. This is going to be probably something big. You know what I mean? And so him bitching. And then one of the other cops came over and he was like, huh, man. He gave him the fucking car key. So he was bitching about the car key the whole time. Did I bitch give my car key? In my car. Finally got the car key. Yeah, about time. Yo, where my house key's at too. So now you're just being an asshole. You know what I mean? Now it's okay, AB, it's not about the car key. Now you just want to strip her of everything.
Yep.
Next thing you know, you'll be like, yo, tell that bitch to take that shirt. I bought that shirt. Here's the receipt right here. I bought that shirt. Tell that bitch to take it off right now.
Because even if like she has house keys, listen, you have enough money to just be like, I'm changing all the fucking.
Well, he said to them, she's evicted, and he said, well, can you prove it? I ain't showing you shit.
Then what are you doing at that point?
Right, you know what I mean? He's like, nah, y'all niggas ain't help me shit. I ain't showing you shit. Nope. He's like, well, if you have a restraining order against her and like she's legally evicted and you show it and prove it to me, I have every right to kind of remove her from here right now until I have to come back here no more. You're not showing me that. He said everything is still in process with you guys, And it's like, yo, the kids are there, man. It's like, he do all that shit, man. And he guarantee he's the one that probably called her to come over there. He probably did all that shit and then, had an argument with her.
Yep.
But like, listen, man, she was riding out with you with your kids and shit, and you was out there fucking everything.
It was weird, too, to also, as soon as I saw part of that video, all I thought was like, damn, Tom Brady had this dude like living in his house with his wife and kids.
Tom Brady was sucking that man's balls, man. Like he wanted him on the team so bad. Like he was a strong, like you said, lived him in, had him in, like. Imagine that Tom coming home one day and AB's just got Giselle bent over like, what up, Brody? About this shit on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yo, TB12, you see how I'm doing, baby? I showed her a couple things. You gonna enjoy it later. Like he some way would try to turn that into a pleasant experience for both of you. Like I know you just caught me banging your wife, but check it out what I'm doing for you right now. She's gonna be so happy. She's gonna be cooking when you come home.
Yeah, I think he's just one of those dudes that like I think he's so supremely talented that he just never had to develop any other skills in life.
Right.
And by that I mean problem solving. I mean communication, just anything like that.
Right.
I think he was just so privileged because of his talent. And of course I'm sure he worked at it until but
he probably was doing some shit.
It affected the rest of his life so much that like he doesn't know how to deal with anything.
And nobody knows the story. He probably got a lot of like motherfuckers that keep a seal on it, but he might have been out there doing shit. But because of his status and who he was, or what he, who he was, what I mean, that he would never get jammed up because people wouldn't roll on him or whatever, or dime him out. Shit, he probably was funding motherfuckers for drug kingpins in Florida. You know what I mean? That's where he's from. He's from the same neighborhood as what you call it, man. He was
Rose?
Nah, fucking Kimbo.
Oh.
Yeah. So Kimbo was like, he said, was like a big bro to him. He was in that same, where they're from, that Overton or whatever, that wild part of Miami with all the crazy Haitians, a lot of wild shit out there.
Yeah.
They were he was from that same neighborhood. So all those like street fights and shit, like AB was around, used to be around all that shit. So he definitely got some ties with shit, man. But it's like once you get to a certain level in life, man, you're supposed to want to be beyond that and past that. You know, that's what the goal is.
Yeah.
Get better for your kids, man, and better. You know, that's what everybody wants, man.
I think the only thing I can give him slack for, because I don't know if this is his normal behavior, but it seems like it is. But I will say he is in the middle of his life falling apart. You know what I'm saying?
You got to give something there. And it's like, and people like that, and I know people like that of. They don't know how to handle it besides fucking attacking everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's people that's like, I don't know what to do. My shit's falling apart, so I need to be relevant, and social media is kind of the only thing I really that people love me still. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, imagine if there wasn't social media. Like, literally, this dude would have disappeared already.
He might be on suicide watch, man.
He would have disappeared because, like, how many stories is the fucking newspaper going to write? Besides, now it would end up being the blurb in the corner of, like, domestic, situation with his ex-wife, baby mother, whatever she is. Like, it wouldn't be.
And it's funny because
big
in that video when he's like, yeah, you know what I mean? You see this shit, man? This fish head ass bitch, dirty stinking bitch, and he's like, you know what I mean? Fuck the NFL. See, this some real life shit. Fuck the NFL. This is what I'm talking about, everyday real life shit. And it's like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
So, but then next week he'll be like, hey, NFL, I need to get a shot. You know what I mean? It's like, that's bipolar behavior, man. Like, people like, yo, they're shooting it up for mental problems, bro.
Yeah.
You don't act like that and then be like, there's nothing wrong. It's so like, I hate you, fuck you, motherfuckers. And then 2 days later, yo, I respect y'all, man. All love, man. It's,
Yeah.
Like, people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you, cuz? You know what I mean?
No, I'm telling you, that's that never being punished syndrome.
Right.
That's that never, learned how to deal with stuff, because he just says it and gets what he wants, and he thinks that he's going to do that to everybody. Like you said with the cops, when the cops are like, all right, yeah, cool, just show us the paperwork and we'll arrest her. And he's just like, fuck y'all, I ain't showing you shit. But you still want us to arrest her. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's
like you
look,
can't
if she's evicted and she's not supposed to be here, show us and we'll take care of that. Show me the paper, sir. And I ain't showing y'all shit. It's because it doesn't exist, right? You know what I mean? And then he's calling it like, you crack at this and get out of here. And the cop he's telling us and saying all this mostly too, the lead officer, who's probably the sergeant or whatever, was a accented Hispanic male. Like, the nigga had an accent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm trying to figure out for you so everybody can go home happy. You know, shake with the keys. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is the accent, but very proper, but he had a thick accent.
Yep.
Spanish, straight brown skin Spanish dude, man. And you're calling him a cracker. Like, what?
Yeah. Like,
there was a couple
everything.
white cops there. So, I mean, it's like, yo, the guy that I've been shitting on, I'm not talking to you or the black cop. I'm just talking to the two white cops.
Yeah.
Because they're the crackers, man. They're not even over here talking to me. Like, they weren't even interacting with him.
Yep.
The main one guy was the lead, and he's sitting there telling him. The white cops that were over there with the black cop, and they're just over there hanging. And then the Spanish guy was doing all the talking, and he's like, crackers this, all y'all crackers. Like, what?
Huh?
And you in front of your kids, and your kid's mother's white. You know what I mean? But that's his thing. Yo, 2020, no more white women. That's his slogan right now. 2020, no more white women. How about you just no more you, nigga? Get your shit together.
I saw a video of him performing on stage, rapping.
Oh,
it was,
that's right. He's a
it
rapper
was
now.
pretty embarrassing.
Oof. But nothing could be more embarrassing than the story I heard today. I just got to throw this one out there real quick. Shout out to my little homegirl Kalish at the gas station. She good people. She was like, Mike, where were you on Sunday, man? Went down here, some dude was fucking with me a little bit, because I was joking around with her. I'm like, what you mean? So I got to ride down on these niggas? What happened? She's like, nah, he always come in, try to hit on me, this and that. But, she's married and shit. She's like, oh, I'm happily married, like he's being too hard and persistent.
Yeah,
like, you can joke or whatever.
What's your man got to do with me?
Right, it's like joking, whatever, you're beautiful today. Oh, thank you, there's levels to the shit, you know what I mean? But the nigga was going hard. So she was like, nah, relax, She said, then he came, he bought a water, keep flirting, then he left. Came back, peeped this shit, bought some Vaseline lotion. She said, out the blue. Weird, you know what I mean? And then she said, she came back and she said, then she was out around from behind the counter and she's stocking the shelves. And he had came back, she's stocking the shelves. She seen him by the coffee machine or whatever he was doing. And she fucking looked out the corner right and looked. The nigga was ramming it, son, was fucking jerking off, looking at her. Like, had his hand in his pants going to town, and she was like, kind of looking like, what? Not thinking she's seeing what she's seeing.
Yeah.
So her boss was there, and she kind of like, yo, and then they went around the back through the cooler and looked through the sights, because he was still going to town.
Holy
she goes
shit.
At one point, she said, look, and she said, we had a straight on shot. He was there, and then he fucking even whipped it out, and he's in the fucking store just going to town.
Whoa.
So they called the cops and shit, and I guess the cop got there, got the guy's ID, and then the guy fucking pushed the cop like out the door and then fucking peeled, and a cop tried to run after him, slipped on ice. Cop fell, busted his head and shit.
Oh.
Like fucking bleeding now. And the guy ran off. Haha, I got away. Nigga left his ID behind. You know what I mean? But it's
His slippery ID.
So I'm just like, see, it's funny because, and then I do the, like, they're telling me, and it's like all kind of like serious talk, and it's like, you know, I'm like, she goes, well, he's come here before. I said, we came here this time too. Like, you know, it's like, you can't say shit like that to me and then expect me to run with it.
You can't underhand that to me.
Right? It's like, well, you know, he came before us. Before? Oh, you mean right now? She's like, oh my God.
You so crazy.
I said, I'm not trying to be hard on you. Well, that's poor choice of words. I know. What am I doing right now? Like, you can't give me a jerk off joke in a gas station.
Yeah.
This is the gas station now. It wasn't even like a corner store. It's a fucking gas station, man.
Where was he gonna finish? That's what I want to know. Because that's when you were saying it, I'm like, oh my God, did she then look to the left and he busted on? You know what I'm saying?
That's assault, nigga. That's assault. I believe that is a crime.
That's probably assault and rape and all those sorts of shit.
Oh yeah. But nah, that's crazy, man. I mean, mind you, she got a big booty and shit, but that ain't her fault. I mean, you ain't got to be a fucking fucking perv like that.
Yeah,
man.
you can go home and take care of it.
I mean, right. I mean, if you're going to be a big creeper, you could have fucking secretly took a picture and ran.
Yo, and that's crazy too, how much planning he had, because then that's not a.
Because he kept coming in and out. He was probably waiting for the right moment.
But I'm saying you went in and bought lotion. That's what I'm saying. That's some
Vaseline brand. Shout out
shit.
to Vaseline brand lotion.
Big V.
Yo, and it's just like that nigga came back. And now, mind you, now you would think this is like overnight third shift behavior. No. She works first shift.
Whoa.
This is from her 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. shift. This motherfucker came in and did that shit. I'm like, wow, this is like bright stars and, you know, bright sunshine, excuse me, not stars, bright sunshine. And this nigga's out there just gleaming in the cube. You know what I mean? Shout out to niggas to that 80s movie right there. But it was like, man, you don't polish your silverware here, man.
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with you? But people exist, man. They're out there, man, and they do shit like that. They'll jerk off in a gas station at an attendant that's bending over filling the shelves with the Snickers, you know, like.
Oh man, if only life was so simple.
Yo, it couldn't be so simple. I don't think the woo would allow it, nigga. So shout out to the nigga that jerked off and left his ID behind.
Holla.
He's out there in the world soon to be caught.
Dope.
I think it's the beginning of the day. I don't know.
It's the end of the night.
It's the end of the night for you niggas. And 109, man.
109.
It's fine wine, man. And,
Intertwine,
nigga.
Divine want to drop lines.
Shout out to the nigga that jerked off looking at her behind.
Oh shit.
I'm Young Pastry, man. The past ride, man. You don't talk about
Lil Mattress spelled correctly.
I mean, this is watermelon versus pumpkin, man. And you niggas are all special to us in certain ways that we can't explain fully in words. It's motherly shit to say.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.